Hey, my loves. Come on in. We're going to do a little energy talk, so I'm going to hang out. Give everyone a chance to come in the room. Hey, my love. And then we'll get to talking. Come on in, come on in. All right, so take some deep breaths. Give it another minute, and then we're going to get into it. Thank you for being here. And I love you. Hey, Gabby. Come on in. So I'd like to do a little energy talk. You just watched yesterday's live and needed to hear that. Yay. I'm so happy to read that. Hey, my loves, come on in. Yay. Oh, look it. We're all here. Okay. We're here. Let me get a little more comfortable. Bring you a little closer. How do you feel? How you doing? How you feeling? Yay. We did lots of things in the past few days. Oh my goodness. Energy coming in, energy going out. Doesn't stop. Just this gorgeous life is a constant cycling. So I'm going to start today's live. Oh, I love this full moon energy. I love putting you in your feels. Yeah, I love this full moon energy. Ditto. But, we're going to take it one step at a time. Okay, so I want to start this live by reminding you, even if you feel tired, even if you feel like you need to rest, like action isn't possible in your now moment, because the action you need to take is to rest, recuperate, recharge in one way or another. It's important to remember that in those times that your body or your mind or your spirit asks you for that, it's important to remember that you're not missing out on life if you give yourself a chance to recharge and reboot. The universe is going to keep hitting you with life, even if you stay home. The universe will keep hitting you with life. It's a choice to stay alive, to function. So, sometimes the function is highly active and you're moving around and you're getting shit done. And other times it's about rest and recuperate and recovery. Both are important. My type A personalities, my Capricorns out there. Remember, okay? Just because you need to rest, it doesn't mean that your life isn't still moving forward. You do not get to stop time. So don't worry. There are ways that we can experience time in different speeds. But you resting does not stop time, does not stop your life from moving forward. In fact, sometimes when you truly need to rest and recuperate and recharge, doing anything but that is actually kind of detrimental to spirit. And you end up getting in your own way, moving inorganically forward. And spirit and body and mind say rest, and your free will is like, nah, I want to keep doing. I want to keep doing, and I want to keep doing. You're getting in your own way. sometimes the way to do is to stay inside of yourself. Listen to yourself. Capricorn Sun and Rising here. Okay, good. I'm glad we've got some Cappies in the room to take that. Taking that light code. I'm super cozy over here. I'm feeling good. I've been thinking about you guys all day. Doing lots of things today, but I've been thinking about you guys. And so it was important to me to, before we start watching our movie and continuing on with our date night, to take a moment and connect with you all. I told you yesterday on the live that I was going to come live, so I couldn't say that and then go back on my word when I've already been thinking about you guys all day. I love your music in the background. Oh, I love it too. I love it too. I'll post the playlist on my story after this. If I don't post it, just DM me and remind me and I will. Take a deep breath. So I'm going to bring through, I'll do one light code. We'll see what happens. We'll do one. And then I'll be back probably tomorrow and I'm going to do an energy report. Energy reports or energy updates are different than this kind of casual, non-formal environment. When I do the energy reports and the updates, those happen during the day. And those take a lot out of me. Those take a lot out of me. So when I'm in this nice, relaxed state, I don't put myself through that kind of pressure to do an energy update. Those are for the daytime when the sun is out. For now, I want to come in and share a few light codes. Light codes are timeless. Whenever you hear them, if they resonate, that's awesome. If they don't, it's probably because you already received the light code another way and you just don't need it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about purpose. And how everyone has a lot of anxiety around their purpose. And everyone is extremely worried and freaking out that they might not be in alignment with their purpose. We take that whole purpose thing, we draw it back into the self. We were talking about our soul purpose. So people are worrying about being in alignment with their soul's purpose. Let's take it back even further. People are worried about being in alignment with their soul. Let's take it back even further. People are worried about being their soul. And do you see where this starts to get... I mean, you might not see where it starts to get confusing or foggy, because you are your soul. You are your soul. You are your soul. How can you be worried about whether or not you're in alignment with your soul's purpose when you are your soul? You. That's who you are. How can you... The only way you can not be in alignment with your soul is I don't know. Just going to be too much effort for me to use my creativity to figure that out. You are your soul. You already are. So you're worrying about whether or not you're in alignment with your soul's purpose. You can see how it's kind of like, oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I am my soul. So maybe the purpose in this situation is to just listen to the soul. Listen to the soul. Whether it's communicating you through needs of your physical body, communicating to you through needs for your mental health or your emotional health. The point is to be present and listen. And instead of feeling like you need to go outside of what feels right in order to get in alignment with your soul, know that innately whatever feels right is your soul. Or how about let's take it back? What does your soul want? Let's take it back. What do you want? Oh, that's it. And we've cleared the energy. All that worry about being in alignment with your soul's purpose, all that worry about being in alignment with your soul's purpose it's a pointless distraction and waste of your energy. You're already your soul. So instead of worrying and expelling energy in thinking you need to go outside of yourself or, do a bunch of things to find your soul, it's rather the opposite. It's the act of being in solitude, of bearing witness to yourself, of listening to yourself, holding space for silence. Silence and solitude are major because that's where we align. That's where we reacclimate to our own soul energy. Sometimes we're out in the world doing things, tapping into lots of energies, meeting people, this, that. It can get a little overwhelming sometimes. And we might not realize that we've anchored outside of the soul, outside of the self. When I say anchor, I mean there's a vibration that our free will functions from. And there's a mental perception that we are kind of anchored in at all times. That perception is a vibratory state. And so if we hang out with people who think and speak and act in a certain way and from a certain vibration, then sometimes when we go home, we end up kind of finding ourselves thinking and acting in the way that they were, even though it doesn't really resonate. And that's when those moments of solitude are really important. So you can sit with yourself and be like, oh, no, that's not me. Oh, I can tell I've been hanging around so-and-so, but that's not me. And just giving yourself a moment to take a deep breath and to release the need to behave in any way that is not in resonance with your soul, in resonance with your soul. So, even if you just get 30 seconds of solitude, 5 minutes of solitude, or it's a full hour, whatever bits of time the divine gives you to reacclimate with your soul, to reacclimate with your energy, to remind yourself of who you are, what you feel like. What's the energy I want to move forward with again? Hold on. Let me take a step out of all this and into myself and just shine for a moment. Let me just enjoy my resonance. Let me just be here. Breathing and in gratitude that I'm alive. I'm this unique being, and there's no other being in this universe that is like me. I've got my own unique soul purpose because I've got my own unique soul. Who knows what my life purpose is? Who? I can tell you the person who's closest to knowing it would be you. You will be closest to knowing what your soul purpose is. No one else. Not even an energy reader psychic. No. They're reading you from the outside. You're the only one who's inside of you. Actively as you. Connected to the divine. It's like, sure, I can read your energy. I can communicate with the divine. Like if I do a reading with you, I could guide you through the process. Especially when we're going through times when like the mind is overwhelming or, we've got trauma or habits. It's nice to have someone to walk us through it. But even without me, you're you. You are your soul. So just be. Breathe. Exist. And then from that state, kind of releases the stress and need to perform for other people so much. Because oftentimes when we find ourselves in that state of performing for other people, we're really anchored outside of ourselves and kind of anchored into what their needs are, putting our own needs aside. It's very easy, as a loving person sometimes to get caught up in people pleasing, being overly sympathetic, maybe even overly empathetic, whatever. It's part of this experience of being human. We just keep returning to the self, over and over. Sometimes we're blessed to have someone in our life who could say, hey, what's going on? Something wrong? You might say no. And then you might be like, actually, I don't feel like myself. I need some solitude. I need some solitude. Oh, I can't get solitude? There is a bathroom here, isn't there? There's a closet here. Do I have a car here that I can go into for a moment? Can I pick up my phone and pretend I have a phone call? and go somewhere else? Yes. I just gave you several options. It's hard to get solitude if you have kids. I can imagine how it's hard to get solitude if you have kids who need you. So trust, if that is the case for you, the universe would not sabotage you in that way. If that's the case where you can't get solitude because you're taking care of babies, you do not need to get solitude away from those babies, because I guarantee you those babies, you need to take care of them. And you're probably supposed to be people-pleasing them a little bit, if you know what I mean. Like, when we're people-pleasing with adults, we're putting their priorities over ours. We're making them a priority over us. But when we're taking care of children, it's different. They're kind of supposed to be a priority over us. That's why this is all adult. This is an adult program. This is a guidance for adults about adults. And so if you've got kids and you can't find solitude, but you are resonating with this message, know that you can reacclimate and realign with your soul in front of your babies. Your babies are not like, you should be more this to align with your soul. Your babies are not like, you need to be more like this to align with your soul. I doubt it. It's probably the adults in your life who are doing that. Other adults, not the babies. The babies are like, you're amazing. Feed me. Play with me. It's like, you can be your soul and do that. And I'm sure they will appreciate it a lot more. In the long run, to get to experience you as your soul and not as a byproduct of all the energies in the world that you just came home into. You're a sun, my love, you're a sun. There's an energy that's emanating off of you from the space between the heart and the solar plexus. It's a sphere inside of you. It's emanating energy and light. And that's yours. That's your soul seat. That's you. Just enjoy that feeling. Like, wow, I'm here, relaxed, super chilled out. And at the same time, I shine. I shine. Ding, dee, 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 whoosh. And then I kind of tap into the source of my shine and where it comes from. I take some deep breaths. And I find me. I'm like, oh yeah, here I am. She's here. Oh, I've been here this whole time. It's just very sometimes easy to get distracted and get stuck up in or held up in worries or thinking you need to be a different way. Just do your best. The universe isn't asking you to be the perfect student. The universe is still doing half the work here. So just do your best. If you get 50% accuracy, it's good enough. The point is that you try to continue to hold space for yourself, to align with your spirit, and to remember that you don't need to worry about if you're in alignment with your soul purpose or not. Because you are your soul. That's you. If anyone's going to know what your soul purpose is, it's you. And how do you know what your soul purpose is? Well, who's your soul? You. Okay, so what's your soul want? That's what you want. Realign. What you want won't be in alignment with your soul if you're anchored outside of yourself. If you're holding thought forms or programming, mental perspectives that you don't actually resonate with or agree with. And you're just, functioning as someone else. So make sure your mind is yours and that the thoughts you're having really, truly resonate with you. Virgos, Capricorns, you don't have to be the number one perfect honor roll student in this case when it comes to being your soul, because you're already a winner. All of us are winners. A+ students already, because we're already here. Are you alive? Ding, ding, ding. You're a winner. You've got a soul. Congratulations. Are you a soul in a human body? You did it, babe. B. Enjoy the nuance of the subtle shine, of the no one's requesting anything of me right now. I'm just here in my space, and I shine. Ding. And I breathe, and I tap into that feeling within, where my breath initiates. And I know that I'm here, I'm home, and if I need to move, take physical action forward, it will be guided by spirit. Sometimes it's scary to take action. Sometimes, it's nerve-wracking following the life of your dreams. But there's a difference between doing something that doesn't resonate, that doesn't feel good, that someone else is telling you to do, and doing something that resonates with your soul, that your soul is guiding you to do. It's a difference. And I know you can feel that difference, so I want to remind you of that as well. There's the beckoning from within. There's this feeling of magnetics in the soul when it's guiding you towards its divine life path. So you just have to be quiet and feel it and listen. And then there's the feeling of people around you trying to force you to do things that don't resonate. I mean, what freaking weirdos? Like, what kind of boundaries are we setting here if people around us treat us like they can force us to do things? Hey, I'm sorry. Looks like I'll need to take a revisit on boundaries in my relationships. Because, no, I have no boss here. I have no boss here. There is no boss for my soul or my life purpose. The divine, maybe God. But in the body here, it's me. It's my choice. Beautiful work today, everybody. I can feel how in this video, everyone who's here really released a lot of stress off of their shoulders about pleasing the universe, pleasing Papa Sky. Baby, you already made it, okay? You're here, and a soul and a body. That's a big deal. It's uncomfortable sometimes. Got a lot going on. Thank goodness, though, we have a home. At least you're not one of those ghosties floating around with no body. You got a home. You got your body. You got your body. Enjoy it. Rest sometimes. Other times, dance. Make out. Swim. Cook. Eat yummy foods. Drink fresh juices. Tea. Go on an adventure. Follow your curiosity on a whim in a non-sabotageable way, just because your soul is calling you to be curious about something. And most of all, keep returning to yourself. Keep offering yourself the time and space, even if it's just 30 seconds, to take that deep breath and make sure the way you're being really resonates. Do you feel like you're doing this? You're thinking this way? You're behaving this way? You're being this way? Are you doing it because it feels right? Because you feel like you have to, because of outside energy? Are you thinking this way? Are you being this way because it's how you were taught from people on the outside? Or are you thinking that way and being that way because you're resonating as your soul? Our first, 18 years or however long, 24 years of life while the brain is still forming, we are dependent a lot of the time on learning things from the outside, from external sources. It's not usual in our societies to listen to spirit to guide us in life. No, we listen to our parents or our caretakers and our teachers, and they tell us what to do and how to think. So once we step into adulthood and our brain is fully formed, and then we have our spiritual awakening, it's kind of exhilarating, right? Like, whoa, oh my God. One, a lot of that programming that you received doesn't resonate. So it's like you start over as an adult. You're like, wow, all the ways I was taught to think and speak and behave, I actually don't resonate with any of it. Reset. Finally, I'm the adult here. Finally, I'm not a kid. I don't have to depend on external sources to take care of me and teach me. I'm an adult now. I will listen to my soul. That felt nice to get out. Thank you for holding space for me. I'm going to say a couple more things. You don't have to effort or hustle the process of releasing programming. Rather, let your soul shine. Imagine the light of the sun within you is so bright that it can dissolve away thought forms and behavior patterns that don't resonate. Baby, if it doesn't resonate, it's not the strongest thing. The strongest thing is your soul. The strongest thing is your soul. So you're going to feel if you're behaving in a way that doesn't resonate. It's because your soul is saying, that's not me, baby. That's not me. This isn't me. And you will have to shift and listen to soul. There I am. Here I am. You got to eat that humble pie sometimes and say, ooh, I just was not behaving in alignment with spirit. And sometimes you got to be apologizing. You got to be accountable. Other times it's smaller. It's nuanced. It's just the act of letting yourself bloom, expand, feeling the light expand into your mind, into your heart, into your wounds, from within this soul light, and let your own soul's vibration inform the other parts of your being. Let your light emanate out and push the old things away. That's what I want to say. This light can cook away all the low vibrational or any vibrations that don't resonate with you, that you are allowing to influence your behavior. So we'll do a quick, little mini meditation now. And then I'm going to close out the live so that I can have some fun. So, look around, make sure there's no furniture about to fall on you, make sure there's no wild animals about to jump on you, make sure if you're driving, don't do this meditation. This is for if you're chilling in a safe space. Rest your hands on the thighs, or interlace your fingers and rest them in your lap, or you can have your hands on your heart like this, with the left hand on top. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the energy as you inhale start at the root and go up your spine. As you exhale, feel the energy circling out of the crown of your head, down into the earth, entering into the earth plane, and then cycling back up through your feet, heels, and refreshed. And so it is. Take a deep breath. You have a constant cycling of energy that's going up the chakra ladder, out the crown of your head, down into the earth, communicating with Mama Gaia, and then she's giving that energy back to you, refreshed, recharged, and light-coded. So, keep in mind you've got that connection to the earth happening at all times. And now we're going to tap into the space where our breath initiates. So take an inhale and notice where inside of you that breath initiates. Where's the molecule? Where's the atom inside of the chest where you feel that first expansion of the inhale? I want you to follow that energy outward with your mind's eye at your next inhale. Whenever your next inhale comes, follow that energy of expansion outward, and as you exhale, continue to follow that energy of expansion. And there's your vibration. The inhale is a great resource to be able to tap into the sensation of expansion that is in a constant flow in our body. So we inhale, we tap into the expansion. When we exhale, we stay expanded. Oh, I'm going still. That's your energy. That's where your energy initiates. Once you are tapped into the expansiveness of your energy, you can direct it. Direct that love light that you've just, clarified for yourself into your mind to burn away low vibrational thought forms, into your ego to burn away any stubbornness that doesn't want to release things that you want to transform in yourself. And then after you feel your light has hit the areas that you're ready to transform and turn into a more resonation with your soul, say, and so it is, and claim it with your own magic, and so it is. And then after you've cooked that thing out, imagine steam coming out of your head and then coming off of your shoulders. Imagine steam as if you dissolved these low vibrational energies in your body, or non-resonant energies in your body, and then they just float off of you like steam. You can do that clearing as much as you want, whenever you want. That's our quick mini meditation. So that's my light code. That's my quick energy talk. Okay, how quick was it? 29 minutes. Okay, medium quickness. If you guys want to meditate with me tomorrow, we are doing a guided meditation. We call it Power Up Mondays. I guide it on Zoom. It's 15 to 20 minutes. I do about 5 minutes of light codes, and then we drop into meditation for 15 minutes. If you would like to join, it is $5. You can sign up on my website, lovesteadylife.com, the link in my bio. If you are a gold member on my website, then that meditation is free for you. We also have our Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour light worker session and meditation as well. Those were good light codes. That felt good to get out. Thank you for holding space for me so that I could do this for the soul family. I love you so much. Thank you and you're welcome. And thank you and you're welcome. I'm reading your comments. I love you. So my goal is to be back tomorrow for an energy report. I am doing a lot tomorrow, but I'm feeling like it would be really perfect to do an energy report tomorrow on the live. So I hope to see you guys again soon, probably tomorrow. Enjoy yourself. Literally enjoy yourself. Your energy. Enjoy that. You're the closest to it. And you're snazzy darling. It's just fabulous. It's just fabulous. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love, my loves. Thank you, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.